And good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, wherever you are. Good morning. Who have we got here? We've got Scottish Boy. How you doing, buddy? And Beloved. So far, okay. So we're here to discuss our results from last night, from our viewing of the Chevron ships. Let me see if I can find that card. There it is. So view these ships and who's in them, and what are their intentions to humanity. We came up with some interesting results, so I did some searching today, looking for chevrons. And we, of course, we have the chevron they use in the military, the chevron being an angled shape. But it's representative, as we know, of something else, the chevron ship. Let's see, let's go to this, change images. And I couldn't get a larger image of this one, but as we can see, here we have the Chevron ship beside the NASA logo. Looks like a tuning fork or a wishbone. Keep those two things in mind. We'll discuss them later. But what did we see when we were remote viewing? We saw all kinds of things, but we saw the shape. I did. I can tell you what I saw. We saw what seemed like an insect or reptilian type form, energy waves. And it looked like this thing turned out to be, in my view, some type of a collector, an energy collector. And we had Ayers Rock, or the Uluru area, also mentioned. So we're going to take a look at these things and see if you guys think that there is any correlation, any wishbone and tuning fork. Got it, Scotty boy, yeah. Chevron has the most expensive gas, too. Nice. So there's the chevron and the NASA symbol. They use it over and over again. Find that here. Take a look at a few more. There it is. So we'll just scroll down and take a look at a few more. There's the one we have highlighted. But they are everywhere. You can see the NASA logo there, Chevron, just everywhere. And these are represented in ancient paintings. They're represented here on patches. And we can see that they have a representation here in the sky. Okay. Yeah, interesting, eh, beloved? So let's take a look at some other images here. Hi, Max. Okay. So along with on Madonna here, that we're showing here, we have the chevron shape on the arm of the clothes she's wearing. Show you a different image of this, the same image, but a little bit different. A second. There it is. See, this one has a ship over here on the right-hand side, and what appear to be close to chevron or octopus. Thank you, Max. Type shapes on the left. Squiggly line things. She also has the sun and the squiggles going up to the sun symbol on her clothes as well. It's more visible on the other one, but that's why I combined that's why we have the two. So we can see both elements. Even the Stars Trek symbol was a chevron. Hey, Scott Cervini, how you doing? Only beings I saw were the Aboriginals, but I saw thousands of ships coming up and out. Yeah, and you can see that in her clothing. Is that kind of similar to what you saw? Were they those types of ships? Were they, what were they? There's the clear one of the images on the arm. We can go in a little bit. Wow, that's not a lot. But you can see that they're going towards a sun symbol. Now, this is going to be relevant later. There's a little more to that we don't know, and but maybe we can figure it out. Are they just going towards the sun? Is that another ship? Is that the light of God? I don't know. We do suspect that these things gather Loosh energy. Hey, Musgrave, how you doing? Oh, no problem, Musgrave. They were all kinds of small ones and very large ones, so different sizes. Yeah. Artemis. Maybe. Take a look here. You're talking about the Artemis launch or Artemis the god? So Artemis in the Greek is the goddess of wild animals, the hunt, vegetation, and of chastity of children, and childbirth. Very interesting reference. Thank you. Yes, yes. Is that where the Loosh went? This is what I don't know, and I think we can figure out over time if we both the same symbolic, yeah. Well, let me put it together for you, beloved. We'll see what you think. Okay, so we've shown the chevron with the symbols on the NASA patches, the chevron itself. We've seen the chevron in ancient photos going towards a sun-like object, which was interesting. Let's see here. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys a different one here. This one. Now, what do we have here? It's not a chevron ship, but you see this symbol? It's very similar to the other symbol that the chevrons were flying to. Are the chevrons, is this a symbol or is it a ship in the previous thing, images, or is it the sun? These are good questions to figure out. What is this symbol? It seems to be an emblem of some sort, but is it representative of something or an idea? Artemis and Apollo are twins, previous pick. You'll have to expand on that a little bit more, Scott. If you just speak in point form, I can't understand what you mean. The way it looked to me was they were leaving because of all the Aboriginals that were circling the mountain. Interesting. And was it Ayers rock or the Uluru anomaly? Thank you, Musgrave. So we see this symbol again and again as well. It must have something to do with it. Starship. Uluru. Yeah. It was Uluru, you think? Okay. Show you, we'll move on to our next image. Yep. Let's see. This one, yes. Here again, I'm going to focus in again on that star type image with this image here. Now, it does not have quite the elements of that star image, but somewhat reminiscent. I thought it might be relevant. It shows more like a ship type object with similar shapes, similar elements. Don't know that it's relevant, but I thought we might take a look at it anyway. Hey, Temperance. An egg flying, yeah. Let's see, a collective, like the collective live subconscious, or the Palladians, the Arcturians, record Akashic, or another or, yeah. It's a Shiv, a backstab, to Ron, Mayans, looking for them legions, yeah. Yeah, legions of them. That's what Scotty Boy saw. Legions of these things coming out from the ground. Of these, not these particular type. I don't know what shape the ones he saw were. Were they flying eggs? Let me try that flying egg. Yeah. So I thought that was just interesting that that shape was there as well. Now, let's see, where is that one? There it is. All right. So when we look at the chevron, what we see a shape very, very similar to wishbones. Now they come in different shapes. They're not all exactly the same. But the chevron looks like a wishbone, very much so. And why is it called a wishbone? This is one of the things I wanted to get into. Because it's very interesting that we have a wishbone shaped like a ship. And it is not close to it. It is almost exactly like a wishbone. And as I say, there are different shapes of wishbones. So, you know, look at even this one, curved in. Various different shapes and sizes. And also, they're very much like a tuning fork. Now, I do believe in mud fossil theory, and I do believe that there's a lot of biology floating around in space. But for some reason, I have a hard time, hi Teresa, believing that there is a wishbone floating around in space. Now, remember that shape. I'm going to go back. To the NASA photo. And I wish I could get this. I'll try to get it in a bigger image, but it won't. It doesn't blow up well. No, it's just as small as it is here. But does that not look like a wishbone shape? Like Prometheus stole from the fire. Who's a liar? What's on fire? Must be bond aids. I wish the chicken was whole again. Had fun yesterday, actually. Nice, Teresa. Me too. So, I don't know. Look at that shape. I know it's small, unfortunately. I can't make it any bigger. And that was the only one I was able to find. And I've been searching for a couple of hours today, trying to find other images in paintings and such. But heart's intentions. See, now that's very interesting, right? And that's why I wanted to discuss the wishbone. Because it's a very strange name to give a bone. And it is exactly the shape of those ships. Why are they shaped like a wishbone? You just saw one in space. There's the same shape. What is there to do with the wishbone? I don't know. I do find it very interesting. Yep. Star Trek, absolutely. So last night we associated the Chevron ships with a few things here on Earth. One being Ayers Rock, people, native people. So let's take a look at Ayers Rock. Because a wishbone looks somewhat similar to a tuning fork, does it not? And a tuning fork is for sound. You can make sound with it, but you can also collect frequencies with it as an antenna. The same might be true with a wishbone. I'm not sure. These are things I like to think about. Here's Uluru, Ayers Rock. And we noticed some very, very interesting things about it. It's supposed to be, or it could possibly be, a giant heart, which would be very appropriate, wouldn't it? The heart's desire, as was said just a moment earlier about the wishbone. And here we have Ayers Rock. Heart's intentions. That's what you said. Yes. Hi, Pearl. So Ayers Rock, according to Roger from Mud Fossil University, is quite possibly a heart. When we viewed last night, I saw radiating energy going to these Chevron tuning fork wishbone shaped spacecraft that we see in photos. So is energy, Loosh energy, being transmitted, or even positive energy being transmitted through Ayers Rock to these Chevron shaped craft? I think it's entirely possible. We have things like the Saturn moon matrix that's talked about by people like David Icke and others. You got to have heart, absolutely. And what do we see here in Ayers Rock? We see green and red. Green around it, the heart, and red is the root chakra. It might be relevant, it may not. Green is also the color of envy. So let's take a closer look at Ayers Rock. I'll just see some of the features. I would believe that this would be the top of the heart and that it's probably sticking in. And you can see one of the aortas here, or ventricles, quite clearly. Right there. And we even see black deposits in the bottom, indicating blood. Let's see. Let's take a look in here. Interesting, some greenage. Not much on here, eh? In one of the cracks where it can possibly get water and iron oxide, probably. But I had a question about the orientation of it, because there are other features close by that aren't oriented in the same manner, such as up here, completely different structures. Just to make sure we know that Ayers Rock is different. There's another structure here. And they're oriented. I wanted to take a look at their orientation, because is it possible that Ayers Rock was placed there? Maybe one of the Titans picked it up and put it there. I don't know. These are just some of the questions I have. I'm interested in your thoughts on it. Let's see what you guys are saying in chat. Indeed, Max. Looks like an arrowhead. Interesting. Green is the color of my grass. Okay. Hi, Holistic Media. It was a good time, yeah. I don't know what that word is, Scotty boy. You're hot? Okay. So you guys have any thoughts on this? I really enjoyed that viewing the other day, and it really got me thinking. Little plaque at the visitor center. Let me read the little plaque at the visitor center, right? So let's take a look and see if there's anything else I have to show you in relation to this. Do like the fact that these we have so many similar references here, with the wishbone, tuning fork, the shape of those chevron type things being almost exactly like a wishbone, and the symbology of the wishbone, chevron symbol in NASA patches. Okay, so let's just go over what we, I couldn't find that many images of the chevron. This is the only one I found of them actually flying or in a photo. The rest of them are all on patches or in paintings. And I know that there are many more than I have found. I'd like to know if any of you remember that, and tunnels. You think there's tunnels under there? told me it was a holiday. Nobody told you it was holiday? Oh, wow. Hey, Desert Rose. Can't work or think, right? Okay. Images like that is particular energy for mind control. Well, that could be, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of curious if I'm onto something here. Tuning fork, the wishbone, Ayers rock, all references to the heart. It's and we're thinking along the lines of Loosh energy, or maybe even collecting positive energy. There's a thought, would collecting positive energy leave us drained and left with just negative? Oh, that's something to think about. I'm not too sure on that thought. Yeah, it's a holiday for me too, so I'm really enjoying it. It's a rainy, wet weekend. A couple of my friends went camping, poor saps. They're going to get rained out. So they'll just sit in their tent and drink beer and stuff like that. So let these images go through your mind. Wishbone. Just saw the ship. Wish I had these on like a slideshow. Chevron, and of course the alien ship over here. With the squiggly type chevrons here in the sky. The chevrons on her coat going towards that bright sun type symbol that we saw again in other images, or something very similar to it. Is that like a mothership or a collector? This star type thing? Does it just mean the sun? The embroidery on her clothes show the same symbols that we see in other places that I couldn't find, unfortunately. Any given symbol can be used in polarity. Good thought. Yeah. Pine cone could be an image of could be an egg, like a dragon's egg. That's possible. That pic, Artemis and Apollo together with Mom. This one here, this particular one. Oh yeah, there are two of them, Artemis and Apollo. It's supposed to be Jesus, baby Jesus. Why is there two of them? That's very interesting. Now, what's Artemis and Apollo? Do they have an associated? I suppose we could link them right to Enki and Enlil, couldn't we? Artemis and Apollo. Did you? Can you share them here in chat, please, Scotty boy? Check if you're modded for sharing. Yep, you can share. Can you please try and share those? I know you're probably just on a phone, but that might be hard. One is a cherubim. They both have halos. That's very interesting. And I don't know what this is going here. That could be just part of the ship. But, very interesting photo or image. If you look up Monterey Hotel Jacksonville, there's a wall of Chevron tiles on the front of the. Okay. I tried to search something like that the other night, and I had such a problem with it, Pearl. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna copy what you've got there. Okay, let's just with a Google search. Try it that way. Okay, let's see images. Oh, that's an old looking building. I'm not seeing chevrons. You'll have to tell me if this is the right building. Monterey Hotel, Jacksonville, Wyoming, Wisconsin. Yeah. Okay, I'll share this out. Don't see the chevrons yet. Is this the right one, Delaney? Yep. Okay. Chevron oil, yeah. Okay, so where do we find the chevrons? Let's take a look over here. Here's the front of it. I don't see them, Delaney. That's some old work, eh? Looks like it's falling apart too. Oops. Flying Chevron starships. Oh, give me a minute. Zoom in close. That's a problem. Okay, let's see if we can get a good image to zoom in close. Terrible image. Yeah, this is going to be a problem, Delaney. Gee, are you on a computer, Delaney? Can you take an image and send it through chat, please? You pick the hardest things for me to view, Delaney. You're 2 for 2. I can't find 2 things you've been talking about. I'm trying to find it here, but I just can't see it. I know we can't, I can't really even get in close. I know that for sure with these images. No. Dang. No. That's one of the best. It doesn't show anything. Okay, so I'm going to give up on that at the moment, Pearl. I do believe you that they are there. What was that? Type in. Hold on. Flying Chevron starships. Okay, I tried spaceships, UFOs, starships. I did not try. Let's see. Yeah, I did not get a good search out of that. show you what they're doing to me. Oh yeah, you can see it. That's what they're doing to me. That's what I get. So, oh, let's see. That's all the images I get. Don't forget, I'm in Canada, so we are censored. Oh, helped save me from getting torn down. Okay, awesome. Hey, Isabella, how you doing? The Chevron symbol was taken on by the British Army insignia, derived the household cavalry. The Odyssey starship Star Trek is a flying chevron. Yeah, and okay. Here's another point too. What an inefficient design for a ship. Um, Imagine having to get on one of those chevron ships at one of the ends, because these things apparently are miles long, and if you have to go to the other side at the tip, you've got to go all the way up and all the way back down. It's not a very efficient design for a starship. That's why I think it has probably got a different purpose. I mean, in the 18th century, household cavalry started the chevron symbol to denote an officer. Oh, okay. The military symbol started that. Cool, thank you. Orion, capsule name, was killed by Artemis for trying to rape her. Symbolically sounds like other stories involving the Orion system. No, that's good. Good observation, Scott. I like that. YouTube videos show it. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like it's half torn down. Um, okay, here's a 2-minute video. Let's see if they show us anything. Okay, let's see. Chevrons on there that I can see. Show the front of the place. There's kind of a pyramid shape there. Canada, China, same thing, yeah. Still did not see it, Delaney. I'm not going to doubt you on it, but just don't see it as of yet. Hold on. I want to get down here. Nope. Cut it out. I did see on the black signage at the front something that may have looked like chevrons. Is that where it is? It's more like brick at the moment, but interesting. Okay, no, did not see that. Okay. Went to Ayers Rock. It's big in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Abstract thinker. Good. Hey, Squirrel Sniper, how you doing? Good to see you. Shiva Dance. No thanks. That's the boys. Not efficient, but it probably takes everybody looking sexy and thin. Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Thanks for the update. So hot and humid, I had a difficult time talking. Okay, you guys lost me there. Oh, nice. Got a lot of views. Al Capone pimped hose there. Okay. Well, I didn't see any chevrons there, but very interesting. Chevron 1 lockdown, Chevron 2, Chevron 3. Very good correlation there, Travis. Okay, go over there. See if there's a building for household cavalry. Could be. Lump Swan alone. Lonely Marsh. Love needed a chevron. EI President of the United States of America. The humidity was 98%. Wow. Yeah, I love Stargate. Wyoming government are tyrants. So, yeah, I don't have too much more on this, guys. I showed you the images. We talked about what we viewed. So do you think there could be a link? Between Ayers Rock, Loosh Energy. It's a cool building design, yeah. And the Chevron ships. It's kind of what we indicated last night in viewing. For those of you who haven't seen it, go back and watch yesterday's show. And maybe you can get some extra information on, or some extra impressions of your own on what we saw. Very curious thing, though. Looking exactly like a wishbone, which is reminiscent of a tuning fork, collecting vibrations, collecting Loosh energy. Kind of a strange correlation of a wishbone, but it works because the wishbone is the heart's intention. As was said, Chevron motor powers, overarching top triangle moving up. Yep. All right. Go. Good. Good seeing you, Teresa. All right, guys. Well, thanks for showing up. I just wanted to present the results from last night's show and show you the correlations that I could find just for your digestion and thought. So if you have any further thoughts on this, you can leave a comment. Talk about it on the next show. All right, guys. Much love to you all. Until next time, keep that third eye open. Bye-bye.